So what is up, guys? This is Nick here from Everything Tech. Samsung Galaxy J3 2016 unboxings and first impressions. Let's find out what this baby is all about. Let's go. Alright guys, so welcome to the Samsung Galaxy J3 unboxings and first impressions video. Now, the Galaxy J3, you can kind of ignore the fact that this is the Boost Mobile variant unless you're actually looking for the Boost Mobile variant. The reason I decided to pick up the Galaxy J3 was because this is more of a universal Samsung device in the sense that, you know, you can get this device in multiple different carriers, so you can kind of just take the content that I'm going to produce here as the J3 itself. So it's the Samsung Galaxy J3. It's pretty much the same device across the board. You can get this baby for Verizon, you can get this baby for Cricket. It's labeled the Soul instead of the J3, but it's the same phone. You can get this baby unlocked. You can get a very similar device to this, almost to a T, almost identically the same. It's called the Galaxy Express Prime, which I did a review on this channel for AT&T. But basically what this is a budget device, and not like one of those really good budget devices that are like $399, $300. This is like one of the lower end budget devices in terms of the price point. So you're gonna find this guy for right around, you know, $79.99 all the way up to like $150, but it doesn't really get any higher than $175 max. And for this price point, you get pretty solid stuff here. So this is the J3. You can see right here, that little 6 right there does stand for the 2016 edition of the Samsung Galaxy J3. Now I did do the J7 content this year, which is the more expensive version of this device, and it does offer a 5.5-inch display and more. But here we do have the J3 2016. You can check out the specs, the key specifications here. So this comes with Android Lollipop here, but I think there is an update to 6.0 for this. I will, you know, try to update it if there is one. But this does have a 5.0-inch Super AMOLED display. Now, Super AMOLED is, you know, it's great because Super AMOLED is Samsung Super AMOLED devices are very, you know, advanced. So what I mean by that is Samsung has been refining their Super AMOLED technology for a very long time. So, you know, it's not a typical standard 720p HD display. The display on here, I think more people are going to enjoy than what you find on other budget devices in this price point. And it's actually pretty hard to find a device with Super AMOLED at this price point. So this is why I think this device is really hot as well. Now, when we're going to talk about what else it has, we do have a 5-megapixel main camera and a 2-megapixel front camera. Now don't be fooled about those megapixels, because we all know that megapixels don't really matter too much. It's more about the sensor, and Samsung does a good job when it comes to getting the most out of their, you know, smaller megapixel sensors. But we will do a camera review to check this baby out, and a separate review from the review, which will be just a camera review. So this is 3G 4G LTE, 2600 milliamp hour battery. Let's flip this baby over to the back to see if there's anything else we missed. So it looks about the same. So you can update this storage in here to 128 gigabytes through a micro SD expansion. Now I do believe this is a 16 gig, but we're gonna have to confirm that when we get in there. But this does have a 1.2 gigahertz quad core processor, and I believe this has 1.5 gigs of RAM. So let's go ahead and open this guy up, and the colors do vary depending on, you know, which carrier or model you go with. So for Boost Mobile, you get the gold model, which I do like, and you get the gold model on Cricket as well. If you go with the AT&T flavor called the Express Prime, you do get like a blackish color. If you go with the J3 unlocked model, you get the white color. And here is the box. So pretty much all these prepaid boxes look about the same. You know, they do have this nice packaging now, so it's not all hard to open up. I think that companies were looking into my older reviews when I had to pull out the scissor boys to get it going. So right out the gate, I see headphones in the box, so I do like that. Thank you, Samsung, for once again including headphones. So if we go ahead and open this device up, I'm actually opening it wrong. We're gonna see that we do have the Samsung Galaxy J3 here in gold. So pretty nice stuff there, if you ask me. A pretty solid looking device here, if you ask me, for its price point. And it is really ergonomic. Reminds me a lot of the Galaxy S3 days. Now, if we go ahead and go into here, we do have some quick books here. Get started. Boost Mobile books, you know the biz. So right there, we got that little paper. I don't know what that is for, but it's nice to see that we do have a removable battery that I'm going to insert into this device right here. right now. Let's go ahead and see if I can get this baby open. Please fully charge your device before you activate your phone. Well, sorry, but we're not going to do that right now. We're going to try to see if we can get in this baby during this video right here. So let me go ahead and open this guy up. So I'd say this has more of a Galaxy S6 with like the S7 kind of, so basically the hardware is more like the S6 if you ask me, but it has more of the S7's software look and feel. So let's go see if we can get powered up here, and if I have to activate this stuff, I will do that before I show you the software so we're not waiting all day. So let's go ahead and see what we see if we're getting juice here. Galaxy J3 with the 6 logo for 2016 as mentioned earlier. So right here, what do we have? We do have ourselves a nice Sammy boy micro USB charger to throw along with the 1001 other ones that we already have if we're techie like that and we buy a lot of tech devices. So a little Samsung, I don't know if you heard that, but it was a little Samsung ringer. But basically that's about it over here. We do have included Samsung headphones, so that's a plus as well. Very happy to see headphones. You don't usually see headphones at this price point. Okay, so I guess it's talking, it thinks I'm impaired or something like that, but let's see what happens here. Let me go ahead and hit next. Let me see if I can get into this device. Skip anyway. Let's see if I can get in, disagree. Wait, I think I have to agree to get in. Let me agree here. So I guess I gotta prepare this device. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get into the software. I'll pause the video and I'll be back in just a second. So I do want to mention before we go ahead and show you the software that this device does have a micro, or not a micro, a nano SIM card. You can see right here, this is a nano SIM. So if you're deciding to get this device, remember that if you want to activate this, you're going to need a nano SIM card for this device, and it does have removable battery, which we talked about, and that's your SD card slot. And let's just confirm the battery ampage hours here, so you can see 2600 milliamp hours. And what I like about this device so far is that it doesn't have no branding. It just says Samsung, and I do like when I don't see no boost or anything like that. It makes me feel good about that. So let's see if I can get in here once again, and it doesn't look like I'm in just yet, but let's go ahead and skip this, and I think we should be in just a second here. Let's go ahead and skip this. Let's go to more next. Let's go to more one more time. And we should be in just a second. Samsung has a lot of stuff they want you to know. We got the easy mode going, but we'll talk about the software. But here we are in the device, and on first impressions, guys, I gotta tell you, I am already impressed with this display. I do not care that it's 720p. On a screen that's only 5 inches and a body this size, a 720p screen looks just fine, if you ask me. So overall, what I'm seeing so far is it does have that blue, tray up here. So very similar to what we had about a year ago with Lollipop before they went ahead and updated to Marshmallow. So I'm going to see if there is a Marshmallow update for this guy, which does bring the slightly newer, Samsung S7 look and feel. But this kind of looks like what the Galaxy Note 5 looked like before they updated it and ported over the S7 features and such. But let's go to About Device and show you that I am in fact running Android 5.1.1 here on this device, which is kind of a bummer to start, but let's see if we get updated. If we don't, I will mention that in the review. But yeah, some of the devices, some of the J3s do have 6.0, but it just depends. But overall, what we're going to look at here when we do the content, or we're going to look at the phone itself. Is it worth this price point? This could be a great device for those of you who are looking for, something cheap. You want to get into the Samsung ecosystem, and this really does give you basically the features that you get on the higher end Samsung devices. Even double click to go into the camera, you can see right there, it even gives you that. So you do get a lot of the more premium Samsung features in this device with the J3, and I think that's why it's a really hot phone. And going into the Christmas season, I think this is going to be one hot phone when it comes to that entry level market in this category of purchasers and people who are looking for devices in this price range. I think Samsung will have a winner here going into Christmas. Actually, this was the last one on the shelf when I picked this one up at Best Buy earlier today. So anything you guys want to see going forward, we are going to do a review on this guy, and possibly some iPhone 5s versus this. Maybe I might do that, not sure, but let me know what you want to see on the Samsung Galaxy J3 going forward. Leave that down below in the comments section so we can craft a review to kind of meet all of our needs. And yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap this video up. If you guys enjoyed it, do me a favor, I'd appreciate it if you guys go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up and share this video with anybody you think would be interested in a device such as this. Have a great day wherever you are. Be sure to be well. I will catch you all in the next episode, and peace.